there.
Trying to pick my spells.
Hey. Welcome on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in to the Isle of Garden and get your free breadstick.
Okay, here, sorry.
Alright. I gotta finish adding some stuff.
I had to
Come
go
on,
take a
Steven.
leak.
I know you can do a better Matthew McConaughey.
Let's hear it.
I want to hear it.
Me.
Do it.
Ideal lighting setup right here.
Oh yeah, it's like a radiant bolt right to the face.
Guiding bolt.
I'm digging the beard. It's looking
Ooh.
good.
I'm liking the beard, and I'm liking the. You should just do that straight under lighting. That's spooky as hell. You should definitely do that for the Halloween stream.
Is Halloween on a Monday?
Yeah, it's on a
Well,
Tuesday.
the 30th is on a Monday, which is gonna be the closest stream.
Yeah.
I should get something and like put it on my teeth so my teeth like get all luminescent or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Or you could black out your teeth.
Or you could knock your teeth out. Imagine how scary it would be to shine the light up and you just have gums in there.
Davis, I'm so sad you missed the party.
Oh yeah, was it Jesse's?
Yeah.
How was it?
That was fine. It was fine. It wasn't super eventful, but you know.
I wasn't invited.
Yeah, Jesse my buddy just sent a like invite to everybody that was in Bell my freshman year, or like all the guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
The bellboys, as they were.
I told you to go to
No, you didn't.
Dungeons and Daiquiris though. Yes, I
You
did.
said you said you were heading to D&D, and I'm not allowed in. I'm not allowed in Dungeons.
I
and
thought that.
Dragons
Okay.
anymore.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Not allowed. Like,
Well,
is it
we'll
just
talk
awkward
about
to go
that.
in, or?
We'll talk
say,
about.
we are live.
I burned that bridge. Yeah, so that's why what I was about to say. I'll tell you guys about it after stream, but for the sake of not saying anything on that the entire internet can hear,
Yeah, we'll leave that for later.
we'll leave that one alone. Man.
And since we're all here, I'm gonna take us to the live screen.
Whoa, yeah.
What in tarnation?
Yeah, chaps, you should look at your phone.
Oh god.
Yeah, worse.
No, I didn't.
You want to know what he did do?
I'll
tell you this. Though.
No, don't tell me. We'll figure it out later.
No.
Or just text.
You need to hear this. He told a woman while he was bartending, "You don't look a day over 35," and she was 28.
I didn't.
Yes, you
But
did.
that would have been funny if I did. I?
Yes, you did because she came and told me about it.
Who was she? I don't remember that
It's
at
one
all.
of my the woman who helped me buy my house. It was one of her friends.
Oh. Well, technically, I was right. She wasn't a day over 35.
You were correct.
Snaps, why would you say that to somebody though?
Because she looked old. Listen, man, she looked at least 41.
Yeah,
She
no,
did.
but you never risk it just on the off chance they're like just crusty looking and young, you know? Just never risk it.
Unless
Just crusty.
Risk it for the biscuit.
that's when you go up and you say, "I'm sorry, I need to check your ID. You don't look old enough." That's when it's okay because then even if you're wrong, they shouldn't be there.
Exactly.
Even if you're wrong, they shouldn't be. I mean, that's fair.
So
That is fair. Oh man, that's great.
okay,
I'm gonna take us all over to stream time.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So fun to do. Just yank people over.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We are very happy to have everyone here. Let me pull up something on my phone real quick.
I'm mostly happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Mako, welcome in.
Hey. Macro.
Hey yo.
Yo.
Guys, it was. Can we really quickly, because it was actually recently Mako's birthday. Can we just say happy birthday, Mako, real quick?
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
I'm not gonna sing.
Oh, not singing.
Yeah.
No,
I
no
refuse
singing.
to sing.
I just spoke it in verse.
No,
Almost
no,
sing-songy tone.
you were starting.
Slam
you-
poetry. Happy birthday
Happy birthday to you.
to you
Alrighty.
To you.
Good evening,
and many more.
everyone.
Cynthia.
We are here tonight again with another special episode of From the Shadows featuring me as your DM. Before we
He has such a
Wait,
way
what's
with
your
words.
name?
Esteban Julio Ricardo Sanchez.
Ooh.
You forgot a Montoya.
There is a Montoya in there somewhere.
Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya.
Before we
Great.
Is that Esteban from Sweet Life of Zack? and
Yes.
Cody?
Before we get deeper into introducing all the players and everything, I do want to remind everyone a couple things that we've been doing outside the channel, and it's something that I really hope we can start coming up soon. We want to remind everyone about our partner, Oak Lounge Games. As always, you see two of their games in the bottom left, and you can find the link to their website on almost, I think, all of our social media accounts, including a link that we have in our Twitch. If you decide to buy anything, which I highly recommend it, be sure to use the code DICEROOM10, where Dice Room is in all caps. Additionally, I'm sure everyone who's in the Discord has noticed, but we have an art tab. And I've been speaking to a couple of the people who've been posting in there, and I would like to start taking some of their art and showing it off during our 15-minute intermissions. So for anyone watching who wants to really show off some of their art, use it as a stepping stone, I highly recommend that you join our Discord and post your art there, and we'll pick and choose from it and put it on our intermission screens. But with that said, let's jump back into the campaign, and we'll start going from top to bottom with who they are and who they're playing.
Hi guys, it's me, the Chappy VA, or Chaps, as most of you know me. I play Damien Hearthstone, the Vampire Barbarian, who doesn't really know.
Okay.
I am Davis, and I play Bryn, the Kenku Ranger, and his crow companion, Scav. And he will be a crow. I've decided he's no longer in Schrodinger's bird. He's determined. You've opened the box. You know what kind of bird he is now.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Caleb, and I play Hygith Roguk, the human fighter.
Love to see it. A couple of our little personal rules, our little homebrew rules, is every single individual gets one nut punch per session. That is a free action, and it is a guaranteed hit. If it is a nat 20, it will kill the individual they're fighting unless I declare them a boss. Then they can expend all their legendary reactions, or I can say so, and they get reduced to only half health.
Or I can say so.
Otherwise, it is just flat 1d4 damage.
You also can't use inspiration,
You cannot use inspiration on that.
or
for your
if you
nut
don't get
punch.
advantage. It's just straighten up.
It is a straight.
We learned that
D20.
the hard way.
Yes, Dylan learned that the hard way. There are a couple other things. There are a couple other homebrew rules that may come up as we get going, and we will address them as such. But with that taken care of, let's hop right back into the campaign. So it left off with the party had just finished their matches in the Coliseum, in the pit, and they went to the bar to celebrate a little bit. A couple of them got to celebrate more than others, and the night ended with them hopping in their wagons on their Hizzards and riding north towards the college.
The Hizzards and the Lors.
The Hizzards and the Lors. Okay. And so
As the party note taker, I felt like I needed to establish that.
that's fair. And so as they're walking up, they managed to, or they passed a group of an older group of adventurers, a more experienced group of adventurers heading south towards the pit. They didn't really interact with them, just on edge, making sure nobody made the first move.
Well, for the sake of time as well.
Yeah, a little bit. As they're heading north, they found a river of blood, or a creek of blood. I'm not going to say river. And where they ended up leaving off the last session was where the gates of the town were just on the horizon. So, with that, are y'all ready to push forward, or was there something else y'all would like to do
Yeah,
first?
is the map in the Discord?
Yes, it is.
Somewhere. Yes.
It's in the From
which
the Shadows
channel?
general.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I won't lie. This place is pretty fucking ominous. But I guess, lads, let's just let's head on in and see what the deal is. Creek of Blood, notwithstanding.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I concur.
So, as you walk into the gates, the narrator starts speaking. Not much is known about this place, or
Not much is
rather, not much is shared about this place. It was a once prosperous city filled to the brim with aspiring scholars, but it has now been turned into a shadow of its former self with seldom a new visitor. You've heard stories of people still coming this way, but with the fog that surrounds it, it's difficult to believe that to be true. Nevertheless, as you enter the city gates, you see a square, and while it may not be considered lively, there are people out and engaging in commerce. There is an armorer and a weaponsmith and an inn on one side of the street, and several stalls selling various foods scattered around. There is, across from the inn, there is a bookstore / magic item store, and on the other side of, or the other side stretching the entirety of the town, is the college. Looking at its sheer size, you immediately understand why the town was named after one individual building. But
What was the town's name again?
the college.
Yeah, named after the big old college.
I thought it was named after Okay, never mind.
And you said there was an inn, a bookstore, the actual college itself, and what else?
So there's an armorer / blacksmith. It's like a little small rinky-dink thing. There is one inn / bar. There is a bookshop / magic item shop. And then a couple people selling locally grown food.
Right.
Yeah, I just
Right, I'm
realized
just marking down all the locations that we can go.
I don't think we mentioned Ben a single time last session.
No, he was watching.
He doesn't really
Watching
do
and
much.
Not yet.
engaged and very, very, very rooting for us in our battles.
He was.
Surely,
He was.
Surely.
He threw
I
more.
saw him
definitely
take a-
was pogging.
I
Was
saw he-
pogging when Caleb
We also
murdered that
he
guy.
does get a nut punch, right?
That could be his one
did
form
say-
of use right
You
now.
did say that he does.
Okay. Yes, I'm willing to give it to him. Just because
Okay.
he will turn into something extraordinarily useful, just not yet.
Yeah.
So, do y'all want to talk to people? Do y'all want to head into one of the places? Y'all rode through the night. It's probably about 11 a.m. now.
I guess I'm gonna stroll up to the most friendly-looking person, just kind of walking the streets, and just be like, "Hiya." So, I'm new here at the college, and what's up with the Creek of Blood just outside town? That, I don't know. It kind of the vibe feels off.
Creek of Blood. What direction did you come from? Pushes their glasses up. Like, what are you talking about?
There's that road back that way.
Southwest-ish.
Yeah, southwest-ish. We just
What's
dusted
their
in.
name?
And
So
Steven?
Creek.
it wasn't
Creek
quite
of,
a river of blood, but we had to find a different term for it.
Damien walks up as well. Sorry about my friend here. Hey, Damien Hearthstone. What's your name?
It's nice. It's nice to meet you, Damien. My name is Himothy.
That's an interesting name. I'm Brent. I forgot to introduce myself. I was just, I was a bit
Brent,
I was a
it
bit
is-
perturbed, and I just had to ask immediately.
Well, I appreciate these
you
delayed
don't-
pleasantries.
What were you saying about the Creek of Blood?
Well, first off, I don't know what you're talking about. A Creek of Blood. What do you mean? We've never seen this. I'm not one who studied.
So
studied
it might not be blood, but it was some ominous red liquid.
I'm not one who's
Maybe it
big
was
on
cranberry juice.
geography, but I know there are creeks that run down there, but of blood.
It's known far and wide across the land.
Maybe it was
as
just
the river that cures UTIs.
Grody.
So I mean, I know it sounds like the setup to like a stick up or something, but if you just like follow us for a minute, like how far DM out of town is this? Did we spot the creek?
For this, we'll say an hour.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll make this guy walk an hour.
Okay,
but
never mind. I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be short
yeah, I was
enough.
gonna.
No, yeah, he's.
I mean, if he thinks it's short enough, I'll go with him. But
I mean, let's be honest. If someone asks you to walk an hour out of town with them,
well, we at least let him like ride in our carriage, right? But
yeah, but still,
It's
that's
still,
a good way to
it's
get.
No,
hour round trip. That sucks.
No, I believe you. Like I said, I'm not a student of geography, but I know a little bit of the land here, and there are creeks in that direction, but none of blood. I have to tell my professors. And so
Damien leans over to Brent. It's probably illusion magic. Yeah, probably illusion magic.
Yeah, that would make sense. Or a
Either on the-
necromancer doing a really bad job.
Yeah, either on us or on them. Yeah, you know how things are with colleges. They try to hide things.
and so
Maybe there's a giant orb in the bottom of an archaeological dig. That
No.
is.
there are no plans for
Wow.
archaeological digs.
maybe a new religion is being sparked in the
Timothy does
hills.
say that there are no archaeological digs. He says, where will I be able to find you? I have to go tell my professors. Will y'all be?
We're new in town, so we'll probably end up getting a room at. Like,
You
a
can
local-
find us at
local inn.
Crossroads.
So y'all will be at the Razzle Dazzle?
We'll be
sorry,
at
the
Crossroads.
what?
You should
That's
you
kind of
should
far
go there.
from. Oh, you're recruiting him. Okay. He's at college right now. He needs to do class. I don't have online classes here.
You don't know that.
They have
He could
silent
telecommute.
classes.
Illusion classes, and it's just the illusion of the
I was
professor.
about to say
He could commute
he is
through
an
the orb.
illusion student or whatever.
He'll actually be pondering his orb for class. That's crazy.
Crossroads. Are they in the process of being rebuilt?
They are
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary. I will have to visit one day. But this is more pressing matter. If there is a creek of blood, we have to study it. And so he said,
I concur.
I will find you at the Razzle Dazzle. I don't know how long it'll take, but I have to go find my professors. And he scurries
What do you
off.
say we set a time? Because we're busy dudes. We don't want to sit at the Razzle Dazzle all day. So just name a time. We'll be there. We'll talk about this again. I don't want to be tied down.
This Razzle Dazzle sounds like a strip club.
Just you wait.
Damien, upon having this realization, maybe we don't go to the Razzle Dazzle. I really
How
don't
about-
feel
I think we do. I think we do. I think we do. I think we do.
So he's the.
How about this? Instead of you trying to find us, you just tell us who to go talk to at the college.
We'll be. I can't promise you'll be able to find Eltora or Professor Eltora, but we'll be back in 3 hours. 3 hours, 2:00. Like beating their leg. Like Timothy is
He's
excited.
going.
He is excited. Like this could be his big break. To find
All
someone
right.
to push
Razzle
him on.
Dazzle.
Hey,
3
Timothy,
hours.
what if we just
Terrible.
what if we just go with you?
You have to gain admittance to the college first.
I think we could gain admittance. We're pretty persuasive.
We're pretty smart. We're pretty smart.
you may be you'd be welcome into the atrium, but to enter any of the classrooms or the dormitories or anything else, you have to be granted explicit permission.
Want to bet?
Want to bet?
25 gold says I can get in.
There
Go.
any
Okay.
backdoor?
I don't have 25 gold. I've got 5.
5 gold says I can get in.
All right. All right. I'll go talk. I'll go talk to Professor El Tora, and then if we meet you back at Razzle Dazzle before you find us at the college, I'll give you my 5 gold. But
Okay, so
I need a
basically we have
30-minute
3
head
hours
start.
to send this joint. Okay, yeah,
You get a
deal.
30
That way
okay,
you
fine.
can't just follow me in.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I didn't have a picture of how I imagined it looking, so I don't know how I'm gonna make you sneak in or get through places, or gotta come up with that
So
in a
what-
matter of seconds.
What's your guys'
I say we
intelligence
just.
score?
I mean, 5 gold is merely a drop in the metaphorical ocean here. I mean, we're pretty stacked. I say
Yeah.
we just.
It's not about the gold.
It's
It's about the
respect.
dopamine.
Yeah, that's why he gambles.
We really need to get you in therapy, friend.
That's what the pit's for.
No, the pit is the cause for therapy too, for Damien.
No. That was afterwards.
I say we
uh,
go to the magic item shop.
Yeah, I was about to suggest the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Okay.
College Town's gotta have some cool magic.
Yeah,
items, right?
absolutely. Let me pull up my list of magic items that they have. So as you make your way there, it is right next to the Razzle Dazzle, and as you're walking by, you hear some music coming out of there, and you walk up, and can any of y'all read Celestial?
No.
Nope.
Man, I thought we all took
Can
Celestial.
read Dwarvish.
No, we all took Dwarvish.
Yeah, we all speak Dwarvish.
Dang. The one campaign where none of us speak Celestial.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I was considering it just for the running joke, but it just there were other languages that I was like, I know this one for no reason, and I'll never use it anyway.
Damien may learn a new language when he levels.
You might have to hit the books.
Swap out Delkiar for
But where'd you want to learn that one in the first place?
I don't know. It looks
What kind
cool.
of creature even
What
is
is what is Delkiar? You guys keep talking. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look up this.
So while that's going on,
they're
can I look for
creature
a
from Eberron.
can I look for a sketchy look
Oh, they look kinda
look
cool.
can I look for a group of sketchy looking fellas and see if I can persuade them to give me some information about how to get into the college?
Sure.
I'm thinking we beat up a nerd and take their student ID. I'm thinking that's what we do.
Do I
Like,
see
what are you
anybody
guys'
that looks like
intelligence
there's
scores? Mine is an 8.
So first off, one person say what
I
they
wait
want.
till I hear a student be like, shut up, there's a cop over there. And then, go
I
talk
get
to them.
every time.
There is a professor in the shop, but you don't see any other students. Everyone else around just looks like commoners. Like just folks that are shopping or headed to the inn or their houses or whatever.
Aside.
What does this professor look like?
This is Professor Martin. It is your stereotypical wizard as far as purple robe, purple pointy floppy hat, whatever. Large gray beard. This Joker looks like they came straight out of like any sort of young child fantasy book about wizards.
Are they a woman?
Martin is a man.
Oh, well,
No Riz opportunity.
if it was
on this.
my childhood fantasy about
1
wizards,
second.
It was Professor
Martin
McGonagall.
is a 3 out of 10.
Well, to be expected of a wizard.
Himothy, whoops, that's not it. Himothy
I go up to Martin and I just,
was a 4 out of 10.
They're nerds. What do you expect?
Timothy is not him.
Meanwhile, Professor El Tora is a 10 out of 10. That's exciting.
Can I go up to Martin? Just be like, how you doing on this fine morning?
Strokes his beard. Oh, I'm doing fantastic. What brings you to the Wizard's Quizzard?
This is the magic item store.
I
The
just,
Wizard's Wizard.
Yeah, it's the Wizard's Quizzard.
It sounds
Wait,
like
so-
a gay bar.
This is the professor, right?
Yes,
Not the
This
shopkeeper.
is the professor. He's
Yeah.
Not, I gotta come up with a name for him too.
Well, I wanted to try and find somebody that could help me in my pursuit of academic. I just stopped. Can't think of another.
Academic.
In my pursuit of academic excellence,
What interesting.
I just wanted to go up to somebody that looked like they could,
Are
I
you
know
maybe
a lot
take
about
me to the college and teach me about the art of enchantment.
enchantment? Oh. I was hoping you were about to talk about the class of mathematics. I was ready to teach. Oh, I love my intro to algebra class. It's actually the hardest one we actually offer because we.
So you're one of those professors. All right, all right.
But
This dude is not tenured. This dude does not teach any cool 4,000 level classes. This guy's a loser. I don't say that out loud. I don't say that out loud.
can I get all of y'all to make an Arcana check?
Second only to enchantment is mathematics.
Okay. I know.
Got a
I
6.
know we just had a conversation about me rolling too well, but I swear that was a real nat 20.
Okay.
Who would bother to flub this roll anyway,
I'll say,
man? I'm gonna take my 7 and roll with it.
the DC is only a 12.
Phil does anyway.
Okay.
I got a 6.
So the two of you don't notice anything. But Damien, however, notices the stench of illusion magic coming from this man. Because apparently you can smell magic if you roll a nat 20.
Well, Damien has some bestial tendencies.
Yeah, that
So-
kind of fits, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But he said, well, enchantment, it's not my forte because mathematics is, but, I would argue I'm at least the third best professor when it comes to enchantments. And we have open enrollment starting in about 2 weeks.
Damien marches over and just grabs, does the nerd jock thing, grabs him by the front of his shirt and lifts him up. Cut the act, Thaker. I smell the illusion magic. Can I roll intimidation?
You may.
I also love how it's just this little stick boy lifting people up by one arm.
I know, right? Intimidation is going to be where's my 19.
Okay. the act. What do you mean? What illusion magic? I assure you, my beard is real.
Really? That's what the other... With the other hand, Damien grabs his beard and just yanks it.
And so, as soon as that happens, the magic disappears. His wrinkles disappear. The beard goes away to just a little patchy stubble, and his hair goes from long and gray to short and brown. And he's like, people don't respect me since I'm young, and I haven't earned my tenure. You need to let me go so I can get this back on, and people don't find out about me. You hear me? I need the respect. Okay.
So here's the thing.
Listen, we won't tell people about this. If you can just help us get into the college. All we want is just a little look around. We want a little bit of a tour inside.
Unfortunately, I can't do that without you first paying a price. I can get you in earlier than others, but you must first pay the price. And in order to do that, you must pass the entrance exam. I can have it ready for you in the next 30 minutes.
Or
Well, why would I pass the entrance exam if I don't even know if I want to get in? I just want to have a look around first.
Well, unfortunately, at the college, get in is quite literal. In order to get in,
I just want to take a step inside.
we can see. I can get you into the atrium. absolutely. But the rest of the rooms are magically enchanted, and if you are not connected to the enchantment, the force field of walls prevents you from entering.
So why don't you just enchant it?
What if
That
I
agree.
paid you to get
You're the
us in?
third best enchantment professor at this school.
Yeah, you just said that.
Enchant
Roll-
us. Enchant
I
us.
want all of you to roll insight.
He was definitely lying about that.
Yeah, definitely.
I got a 16.
Yeah, I got a 16 too.
I gotta get over to my character sheet. I got a 16. Oh my god!
Hey.
With that, I'm gonna
Oh.
wrap history into that also. You know he was not lying, but you also know that since this mysterious fog came, the college, both as the institute and the town, has taken a hit in population, and as such, a majority of the professors have left, and there are only 3 professors.
Oh my! This guy's absolutely useless.
No, he is excellent when it comes to mathematics. And also,
Is
there's a
everyone
way. There's a
okay?
way around that you can get around this. I'll tell you that now.
Freaking algebra classes
Listen.
that only vacation majors end up failing.
Oh.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna take this conversation and just get right to the point.
Okay. Okay.
You get us in less than 3 hours, or I tell everybody that you're just a little scrawny guy that can't even grow a proper beard.
I was thinking you were gonna do something worse, but this is a measured response. This makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
And
give me.
I'm gonna roll intimidation if that's okay.
You may.
Can I help him out by like lifting him up
Flexing
higher?
up.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Well, if I was giving you the help action, that already.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, do you get advantage if you're helping?
Yeah.
So it depends
Right.
a couple things.
Oh, is
I don't know if I read this or not, but yeah, sure, whatever. You can have it. But
I got a nat 1 in the first
but
roll, so
First, Dylan, I need you to make a strength check. How much do you
I
weigh?
lost my nut
Hyacinth?
punch. Me?
No, I'm
I'm
not.
not lifting high again.
I'm
He's
lifting up the
high.
scrawny professor.
Oh, I still
Yeah.
need a strength check.
All right, 19.
Okay, that beats it. Okay. He's like, okay.
I
okay.
lost my nut punch though, because first one was an nat 1.
No, if you have advantage, it cancels out.
Oh, wait for nut punches?
I think
I feel like
so.
we've rolled that
Okay.
very back and forth so far. Who knows?
Yeah, it's been back and
I
forth.
feel like from here on out, we'll say if it's a roll with advantage and you get a nat 1, it's like the nat 1 didn't technically exist
That's
because it's
true.
not the roll you ended up
Yeah.
taking.
Oh,
Um,
I've always played it.
But so he's like, all right. How long does it take until you get in there? How
What?
long do you have before you need to be in there?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. All right, give me 30 minutes. I think I can come up with an idea. I think I
Okay.
can do it. And he scurries off into the back room as soon as Damien puts him down.
One of us needs to keep watch. Make sure he doesn't try and weasel out.
Yeah, just to be safe, I'm gonna go out around the back of the building and make sure there's no exits
Okay.
that are on the other side, just so that this guy can't like run out the back door and dip.
Okay.
I'm gonna just walk up to the guy and just be like, "So, what do you have for sale?"
This guy who's watched us shake down
Um,
this professor of the college.
So
Kinda cool.
this
Kinda cool. Eh?
this barkeep or the store owner, whatever, he uses a little bit of conjuration magic, and he conjures up a wall in between y'all, and then he like the clear wall like you've got in sketchy gas stations.
Yeah.
And then on the door that gets you in there, he casts Arcane Lock. So
Make sure
Sure,
it
sir.
matters,
I just wanna,
make it mad.
no, this is keeping him in there and y'all.
sir.
are
I just want to assure you. We are no threat. Somebody bet me I couldn't get inside the college without becoming a student, and I take gambling very seriously. So that's all that was about. But we're not thugs most of the time.
It's interesting that you mentioned gambling because I
It's
might
like a 50-50 split.
have just the piece of equipment for you. So,
Oh,
do,
do tell.
so you like games, right? Of course you have to like games. Um,
Depends on the kind of game and who's playing.
well, it's you versus absolutely anyone who gets stacked in front of you. It's a game of chess. And
Interesting.
this piece of armor was actually crafted by our headmaster. And this is called the Checkmate armor. And since you like to gamble, I wanted to let you know this. They have two three real features. I'm sorry. One of which is named the King's Defense, and with the King's Defense, upon being critically hit by an attack, you can choose to activate the Pawn Sacrifice. The critical hit becomes a regular hit, but you sacrifice a bit of your own vitality, reducing your maximum hit points by 1d4 until your next long rest.
That's pretty cool.
The second
Okay.
point, the second feature is the Queen's Gambit. When you are hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to activate the Spirit of the Chessboard Queen engraved on the armor. Upon activation, a spectral chess queen emerges, imposing herself between you and the attacker. The attacker must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 20. On a failed save, you can choose to either have the attack target a different creature within range of the original target, or if there are no valid targets, the attack is redirected towards the attacker.
That's dope. I say from
Interesting.
outside the building before coming back inside.
You can use this property a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. And then the final real bonus that this armor provides is upon scoring a critical hit against a creature, you can declare a checkmate, forcing the target to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 20. On a failure, the target becomes unconscious until the start of your next turn.
Interesting.
It is a legendary medium armor that requires attunement, and it is a +2 bonus to AC.
Okay.
Before I set the price, I need to know how much you have, how much gold you have.
300.
How about I give it to you on a loan?
Yeah, because I could see this thing being pretty expensive. This is a cool match.
How much were you gonna? I'm also kidding. I actually have 502. I just was hoping you'd just like put it at like 495. I mean, like something that I couldn't afford. Anyway.
This will probably end up being about 1,000 gold pieces. But if we
Okay.
want to set up a payment plan where you pay every time that you come to town,
I can pay in full right now.
Let me be honest with you. This sounds way too complicated for my taste. Also,
hot damn.
Steven, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know if you want to give me +2 AC right now.
Are you wearing armor already?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'll replace that armor.
Like, what type of armor is it?
It's
Would it also replace the helmet though?
no, the helmet stays on. It is a medium legendary armor.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Steven.
Yes.
Damien, do you have anything for, stealthier people?
Ooh, yeah, yeah. And I run up to the counter too, and I'm like, I'll have what he's having.
Let's see. I don't.
Oh, also,
I'll make
I've
it
a-
worth
I've
your
another
while.
question.
And he rubs 2 gold pieces together.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not. That wasn't propositioning you. I want you to understand that I've had bad experiences in the past with people thinking I was propositioning.
Trust me, young sir. You're not my type.
Oh my
Well, no,
god,
that's
you
just
didn't need to
helpful.
say that. Damien's just had some. Damien here's had some rough experiences with
listen,
people in the past. He has a hard time reading certain social situations.
Listen, I
so just
understand.
please be patient with him.
I will be. I just want to make sure you understand that.
Don't you
I prefer those with a
pull
little bit
when
more
I'm taking a
experience.
drink.
Let's see. So,
Damien's definitely got, at the very least, ADHD.
Yeah, that
Let's-
might be
let's be-
actually what he has. He might just have ADHD.
Let's be honest with ourselves here. He's got something.
He's got a little hint of something.
He's definitely neurodivergent in some way.
So, we act as far as something to help you be more sneaky. I don't really have very many pieces of equipment that'll help with that, but I do have some interesting things. Another creation by our great headmaster is the headmaster's ring. Oh, it actually says it requires attunement by a wizard, but we can get rid of that.
Well, I'm not a spellcaster whatsoever, so
Okay.
none of us are spellcasters, Steven.
This doesn't.
Well, I mean, I'm a half caster, but I haven't
Yeah.
had to really use any spells yet.
So with this
Shillelagh.
ring, you
Yeah, just shillelagh spam.
receive a +2 bonus to concentration checks. And whilst wearing this ring, you can spend 10 minutes talking to a group of up to 20 creatures. At the end of the 10 minutes, you roll a charisma check at DC 10. On a success, all creatures that were paying attention gain a bonus to their intelligence score equal to half your intelligence modifier rounded up. This bonus lasts for 12 hours, and you can use this feature once per long rest. I think that's interesting. Just increase
That
your
is good.
increase your intelligence temporarily.
Make them think you're smart.
All
Can
three
I
of us
ask
could
you
use
about a,
that.
Fake it till you make
Can
it.
I ask you about a different item?
Absolutely.
Back in my homeland of Chicago, we had some shopkeepers who do you not remember that?
No, I didn't.
That's funny.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm from
I don't
Chicago.
remember your Chicago
Um,
origins either.
We had these people that they made these it was like an eyeglass, but it was cut in half and it just kind of sat right there, just a single eyeglass, and it was known to increase people's perception. Do you guys have anything like that?
We have something similar. It was perception. Is that what you said? Can y'all hear me?
He wants a
Yeah,
monocle.
I can hear you.
Steve.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as far as
No, I think a monocle would look really good on Damien. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe he could rock a
what
monocle,
bonus
perhaps.
are you asking for?
I feel like that might get smashed in a fight though. He gets kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Literally just anything with perception.
Okay. Well, I'm saying like what bonus are you saying?
Oh, just like plus whatever to
Okay.
perception.
Well, I don't know if it's the
Look, it doesn't have
exact-
to be the monocle.
I
Just
was about to say, I don't know if it's the
I don't know if you
exact
have any
same
items with
thing, but we actually do have a monocle of dark vision. And so not only does it give you dark vision out to 30 feet, but it also does increase your perception by 2. I have a
Ooh.
couple of these in stock. I normally sell these for about 150 to 200.
That is a pretty steep price. I like perception though, so I'm kind of willing to throw down for it. I don't know if we're all gonna get matching monocles or anything, but
That'd be pretty fun.
Is there any way I could fit the monocle?
There's no point in me getting it.
Is there any way you could?
Could I fit the monocle to like my helmet on a little rod, so then I can just like flip it down and just like the Boba Fett thing?
That'd be cool.
You know what I'm talking
if
about?
You
That'd be
spend
really cool.
if during your next long rest, if you make a
I feel like that'd be sleight of hand.
that's kind
Or
either that
survival.
or survival is kind of what I was thinking. If you make a survival check with a DC of 7 during the next long rest, I'll give it to you. Otherwise, it breaks.
Or here, I'll buy the monocle and then I'll figure out how to fix
Okay.
it later on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sell it to you for 150 gold. Um.
So dark vision 30 feet and then +2 perception.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I already have pretty good perception, so.
Now there's a couple other items I need to ask. Um.
Um,
Yes. Were you saying something?
yes, I was going to ask if you did any magical tattoos here.
Any magical tattoos?
Yes.
No. That is a art that the college, nor anyone in this town is able to participate in. I apologize.
Darn.
Um.
Because I feel like a Shadowfell brand tattoo would look really cool on Damien.
I don't disagree. You know what? I just remembered something. I actually do have an item to help with stealth, if you would like it.
Really?
We do. Now, you may not like the name, and I apologize for it.
Okay, this is gonna be another dig at me. I understand. I see how this works.
It's literally right here. I'm not making this up.
Uh-huh.
It is called the Ring of the Rodent. It is a common item, and it does require attunement, but you get a +2 to stealth checks, and while you're attuned to it, you can speak to all rats without having to cast Speak with Animals.
That
said it
kicks
gives you-
ass.
You say that gives you a +2.
A +2 to stealth checks.
Just trying to build the stealth variant, the forbidden fruit.
Give me a +4 to stealth.
I have another.
Do you have anything?
I have more. We have the.
Do you have any armor that will increase stealth? Because my armor class is kind of dookie right now, and I feel like as the barbarian, I need a higher armor class.
What controls your unarmored?
Unarmored defense. That is. So I saw you.
8 plus dex plus con, I think, or it might be 10 plus dex plus con.
I'm looking.
Or modifiers, not just the scores. Otherwise, you'd have an AC of like 40 or something.
Your AC equals 10 plus dex plus con plus any shield bonus.
Okay. As far as anything to help you increase your durability, there is a device, a tool, a ring that the headmaster has been working on. It is truly one of a kind, and I doubt she will be willing to part with it willingly, or at least part with it for cheap. But the last I spoke with her when we were coming up with prototypes for it, this one ring will increase your constitution to 19.
That is really good.
It is, and I know it is a fantastic item, and that, like I said, I don't have it in the shop. I couldn't sell it to you even if I wanted to, and I'm not certain anyone here even has the money to truly afford it for what it is worth. But we do have a ring of steel protection, which while you attune to it increases your AC by 2. We have.
Do you have any just off the cuff? Do you have any mithril armor?
We do not. We typically deal with things that are enchanted, not necessarily the extraordinary physical material itself.
Alright.
Where is some? But if you're not interested in that ring, what was it called? The ring of whatever.
The ring of steel butthole over it.
No, the ring of steel protection. If you're not interested in that, let me tell you about my last 2 items. They're unique, and I think it's worth your while. We have the Cape of the Hare. If you receive any damage, your movement speed increases by 10 feet during your next turn. Whilst the hood is pulled up, you gain a +2 to perception checks to listening. And then the last one, he goes and pulls out a box of like a little small chest. Dylan, what is Damien's technical race? What is he considered?
Technically, he's a Dampier.
Is that considered a Fey demon or undead? Okay.
What's that? Let me racial traits. I know that ancestral legacy. So he has deathless nature, and technically Dampier are vampires. So I'm assuming that would count as undead. Davis, what's the official ruling on that?
It's like this is always the weird thing when they make like monstery type creatures into classes, is that every race is a humanoid specifically, but like some of them have traits that make them really resemble other creature types. So it's kind of just down to, does the DM consider you undead enough to be counted as an undead or not? I think rules is written you aren't, but it would make I really can't argue with a DM who'd say, I feel like it makes sense for them to be treated as undead for certain things.
Because Dampier specifically are made when a vampire like bites a woman that's already pregnant with a kid.
Yeah, and then the kid comes out as a Dampier, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let me ask you this right now. Do you want to be considered undead or not?
Yeah, I'm fine with him being considered undead.
So as he pulls out this box, let me get a perception check from all of you real quick.
15.
Damn, I rolled a 3 plus 10 is a 13.
Dang, that is solid.
I got a dirty 20.
Perfect. This is pretty easy, but all of y'all are able to see that the chest that he picks up is made of lead. And as soon as he goes to open it, like right before he puts his hands on it, gets ready to lift it up, he says, "These are some interesting tools that I think y'all may be able to use on your adventures going forward. These are called adder stones. These small stones, they hum when fey, demons, or undead creatures are within 100 feet. And as a bonus action, you can peer through the hole in the middle of the stone and speak a command word, and for 1 minute, you can see any invisible objects or creatures whilst peering through it. However, once it is used in that way, the stone is rendered useless." So he's like, "I have 4 of these for sale." And as soon as he opens up that lid, they just start humming immediately. And he shuts, he's like, that's never happened before.
Those things broken or something?
I'm sorry.
He's trying to sell us a bomb object.
No, we need to be ready. There must be something near us. Are we in the presence of a fae? Or perhaps demons are undead?
Steven, what's that? I need to text you something because I just thought about something.
Okay.
Because he may count as 2.
Also, if you're being counted as undead, are we bringing over the part where you can no longer be healed by divine magic? Presumably not, right?
Well, I mean, he's
that
like...
would suck.
Okay, so Damien's birth mom was a fairy, and his dad was a vampire. So, but the human genotype, human is the dominant trait, and so is vampirism. So those are the 2 things that he takes the most. So would he count? I don't think he counts as a fae either.
So does he count as undead or fae? Because Davis brought up a really good point.
He does count as undead. We've already decided that. But we could say that since he's only technically half undead, he could still take it.
I will say,
how did your dad impregnate a fairy? Aren't they really small?
They have the enlarge and reduce spell. They can grow and shrink at will.
Kinky.
But I'll say since you are only half, and I think these items are really cool if y'all want to go with it, um, you can. How many attunement slots do you have?
3.
Uh, I'll say after it's been with you for 2 long rests, it basically recognizes that it belongs with you and it stops alerting to undeads or to you as an undead. So if you choose to buy it, so the shopkeeper's like, I have 4 of these for sale. They are ultimately one-use tools, and so I'll sell them to you for 25 gold each.
Yeah, 25 gold's pretty cheap. I'll buy one.
That's pretty good.
All right.
I have the most gold. I'll buy them for the party.
Wait,
Oh,
can you
thanks,
explain
man.
what they do again?
So, just in their natural passive state, they hum when a fey, demon, or undead is within 100 feet of you. And then, as
Okay.
a bonus action, you can peer through the hole in the middle of the stone and speak a command word and then for 1 minute, you can see any invisible object or creatures while peering through it. There is
Okay.
no, as long as it's not heavily obscured, there is no check. You can just see it.
Steven.
Did you
Steven.
send it?
Steven.
What?
No. I
Oh.
just realized this is the monocle from the Spiderwick Chronicles.
I don't even know what that is. So, would you like to buy all 4?
Well, there's only 3 of us, so I only see purpose in buying 3.
Well, I understand, but as a one-use item, it may be beneficial to have multiple. But if you want
Oh, it's
3,
one use. I did not realize that.
yes, the
It's like the alarm thing works all the
Yes.
time, but if you use the see invisibility part of it, then it becomes a nerd.
yes the
I understand now. Well, in that case, I'll buy all 4, but can I get them for a bulk price and only pay 75?
your own party member, recognized that this was a steal. I'm not trying to rob you individuals.
I know. I was just seeing if I could get the deal, but that's fine. I'll pay the full price. I have no problem with that. It is a steal. Right. He passes. Counts out 100 gold and
Okay.
passes it over.
Are you interested in the Ring of the Rodent or the Ring of Steel protection?
Do both of those require attunement?
Yes.
And the stones require attunement as well, right?
No, the stones.
No?
It's just going to vibrate for 2 long rests.
Davis, you can unattune from an item, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless it's like a weird cursed item that has some text that says you cannot unattune from this item, but these rings probably aren't cursed.
Heard. How much for the 2 rings again?
The rodent. We'll say that one is a good 200 gold.
Okay.
And the Ring of Steel protection is probably another 175.
All right, so 375.
Yes.
Heard. All right.
You there, Kinku. I didn't get your name. Is there anything you would like?
Yeah, I'll take that ring of steel protection off your hands.
Oh, I just bought the ring of steel protection.
Oh look, I have
we did.
2.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll buy one then.
All right. Skill magic bonus.
So you said it was 175, correct?
Yes.
All right, I slide
And-
over the gold.
How much does it boost your AC?
2.
2.
And the Ring of Rodents boost your stealth by 2.
What is the resale value? If we get better items, could we come back and resell these to you?
Of course you could, but it's the same as anywhere you go. It is going to be for a slightly lesser price.
Well, of course, but I'm just making sure that we won't get absolutely screwed over.
No, it'll probably be a 50 gold off the top. The Ring of Rodents for 150 and the Ring of Steel protection for 125.
Of course. And Damien goes ahead and puts his on, and he can't attune to it until a long rest, unless you want to do the D&D movie thing, where he tries and attune to them like right now.
Let's wait till long rest.
Okay, great. Get rid of
Um,
it. I didn't.
Is there anything else y'all would like to ask, even about stuff I haven't necessarily mentioned?
Do you know where I could find a magical tattoo man?
That is an interesting question. I can't lie. Um, the hub gets all sorts of interesting people coming to and fro. As far as someone with the skills in both Arcana and the art of tattooing, that might be your best bet.
First, and you said that this was where?
The hub. It is it's the trading port in the northwest.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Guys, I will be right back. I really have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead, Mom.
I'll be back.
All right. Um.
Damien follows the rest of the party and does whatever they do.
Okay. Perfect.
Have you ever been to the
I
hub, Bryn?
walk off of a cliff.
Can you fly?
No, but neither can Damien.
I was about to say, if you can fly, that is
Yeah.
disgusting.
I'll catch you, Bryn, and then I won't catch Damien.
So what was it? What was your question, Higa?
Have you ever been to the hub?
Nope. To be honest, I think I'm probably the newest to this continent of anybody in our group. I've only been here for a couple weeks.
Yeah. I first came in on the hub. I was when I was escaping Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to run away from the dwarves. So
Yeah, I've heard a couple tales about Chicago. It sounds like a war-torn and violent place.
yeah, that's one way to describe it. I got caught up in a mafia of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think I've told
Interesting.
you the story.
I actually have I had a little run-in with organized crime myself back in my heyday, but I feel like almost all three of us have some connection to a weird organized crime family.
I do want to specify though, I'm not currently wanted by the police department of Chicago.
No, I'm sure I'm sure they're very vigorous in their enforcement.
I
of the law, but
have
if you were,
been
they'd be-
exonerated of all charges. So,
Yes, you've been acquitted, exonerated. Nobody's looking for you.
well, I mean, I did have to run away from the dwarves. So, I was in the cargo hold of the ship for about 3 weeks in this little barrel, and they came into the hub, and that's how I was first introduced to this continent. But
Okay.
anyway,
At this time,
the ship was filled with bananas.
Oh, banana boat.
So many bananas.
okay. So at about this time, Martin comes
I hate
back out of
bananas.
the back room.
Hate. Brood about bananas.
Eating a banana.
Brood about sand next.
So,
The Chicago's largest export, bananas.
Jesus. Man, I don't know how to feel about that.
So as y'all are talking, Martin comes back out of the back room, again with his wrinkled face, his long beard, and long gray hair.
Fear Chicago.
Fear Chicago.
And he goes, "So, have y'all heard of the mathematical property of the rule of translation?"
Yeah.
And
No,
and
they
the-
didn't teach me any math in my roost, so I don't even really know how to do anything other
and the
than that.
transitive
You'd be
property.
surprised how much math gambling takes.
So basically, between that and the transitive property, I think we can dupe the magical barriers, but I am afraid I can only take 2 of you with me.
Only 2 of us can go into the magical college. What's the other one gonna do? Sit out here
at
and
least at the same time,
their thumb up their ass?
and eat bananas.
I'm sorry, what? What
I
did
volunteer Higa to sit out here and
I'm
eat
sorry,
bananas.
I zoned out for a minute there, friends.
Well,
All
our
you
friend
need to
Martin
know is
here
that I
came back and
really
said he can-
dislike bananas.
No, yeah, Higa hates bananas. The key element of his backstory. Martin here came back and just said that he can, maybe dupe the gate things that would prevent us from moving through the college, but he can only bring 2 of us in at a time.
That is what I'm worried. I am not certain.
Hey, fellas, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is it that we came here to do?
We came to deliver a letter to the college.
No. Why don't we just go to the atrium and deliver the letter?
Because you started the bet.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
get sidetracked with that, and also the blood fountain river of creek of death.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Didn't isn't the next like sanctuary near the college?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the blood river was leading to the sanctuary.
You know, you have a point.
It might have been.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go deliver the letter and then dip, and
Just pretend like this whole Blood Creek thing never happened.
let's just
Go follow it and go maybe kill some people. I don't know.
Hey yo.
yeah, Martin, if
What's up, Harvester?
you,
Hey,
Martin, if you
What's
think
going
you
in?
can get 2 of us into the college, I'll go collect my 5 gold, and then we can be on our way.
I believe I can get 2 of you in at least. I am worried about the.
Okay, let's go then. You don't need to explain
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
go.
I mean, I'll volunteer to stay outside. Scav here doesn't really like
No, but
enclosed
you
spaces.
two are the sneakier ones. Why don't you two go inside? And
You guys don't need to sneak, right? Like the whole thing is you can just pretend you belong there, right?
Well, you never know. You might have to sneak out.
So I think you might be more sneaky than
Me.
Hygeth. Hygeth is really not sneaky. He has like disadvantage on stealth checks and everything. He sucks.
Damn.
I do, in fact, have
Well, that's
disadvantage on
sneaky.
stealth.
He's-
I have
he's
plus
good at
2
murdering
though,
people.
but I have disadvantage.
Alrighty. So y'all walk into the atrium.
Hey, but I have a monocle of dark vision now, so
You do have a monocle of dark
And-
vision. Hygeth, what if you just go in there by yourself? Have fun in there, pal. Damien and I will stay out here and maybe rizz up some college girls on their way out of the building.
okay. Sounds good.
Yep. Go for it. Damien passes you the letter. Deliver that while you're on your way in.
Do you know who I'm supposed to deliver it to?
No, he just said deliver it to the college.
No, he said.
Okay,
to
let's
It'll be like
go.
a mail receptacle system, right? Just there's like a office or something you bring it to.
I'm looking at the letter and it just says letter to college.
And I'm looking at the quest, and it says who it goes to.
Well, you never said who it went to.
Or
Okay, I have an idea. I'll go. We'll figure it out on the way.
okay.
Are there?
Can I look at the letter and see if there's a name on the envelope?
Don't open someone else's mail.
I'm just looking at the envelope, seeing if
you-
there's like a
looking at
name
the
written
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
the address.
You
Okay,
may
okay.
look at it.
Does it say anything?
It says it just has a large S written on it.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to the college then with
It's a
Martin.
large S for shit quest design.
I think Dimitri wants a rematch.
No, really, you're asking for another rematch in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, listen, no, that was payback for the bedroom.
That was first.
Okay.
Well, no, the thing he said.
The thing
insult-
I said, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you all can walk into the atrium, and you see there are a couple students talking with another professor. This one is a younger man, but still obviously experienced. You look at him; he's probably in his mid-40s.
Hey, Martin. What's that guy's name?
Oh, that. Don't worry about him. That's Professor Joseph. He's
Joseph.
Joseph.
What's the third professor's name?
El Tora.
El Toro. Okay.
Mm-hmm. She is who. She is an
Maddie?
extraordinary woman. She.
I heard about another professor here. His name's the Augur of Dunlane.
Can't escape it. I don't know who these people are, man. They just keep talking about people from some rim in the sky, and it's just not. It's not not where we are right now.
There's a mystical land that I've heard of called Tamriel.
Tamriel.
It's on a planet called
An asteroid's gonna strike the college and kill all.
Okay, anyway, let's just keep going. So Martin, how do I get inside?
Well, it's like I said, when we were all taught about how this barrier works, it said as long as you have this mark on your skin, you may pass through the barrier.
They do have magical tattoo artists.
This is not a tattoo. It's more like a brand.
Okay, so what's the mark?
Well, he pulls up his sleeve, and on his forearm is a mark of the crest of the college. And he says, I think if you touch my arm and touch the crest, we can walk through it.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty. I would like you to make a wisdom save with advantage. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Perfect. So you see all the students around Professor Joseph over in the middle of the atrium, and y'all turn left and you head. One second. I guess that didn't save or whatever. You head left and you head towards the lecture halls. And so you walk down there for a little bit, and Martin just goes, what are we looking for again? Gold?
No, I have to find a student.
And the student has your gold.
He should be with El Toro.
Okay. Oh. So we're looking for El Toro. Okay. Her lecture hall, her classroom is just 2 more down on the right.
Okay, I will leave you here. Thank you, my friend.
Of course, I'm going to head back to the Wizard's Quizzard. I am looking for, or I'm studying magical artifacts and seeing if I can apply mathematics to make them better. And he just
Let me save you some time.
He just stares at you.
You probably can't.
He just stares at you. It's a blank stare. Whether it's like, does he know something I don't know? Or is it just like, he's out to get me. He's against me. You can't tell, and neither can Martin. But
Martin doesn't know what I'm thinking.
correct. He doesn't know if you're thinking one of those two things, and you can't tell what he's staring at you for. But he's just staring at you with like a very odd look before he just turns and literally sprints. It's the fastest you've ever seen an old man run, probably because he isn't old.
I'm gonna open the letter.
Okay.
Come on, that's like the number one no-no of the Dark Brotherhood quest line.
So, okay.
How am I supposed to, figure out who it's going to? Is there like a magical seal on it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do not open it, and you take 1d8 radiant damage.
Wait, I was gonna. Okay. I probably shouldn't have just said I opened it. I was gonna try and examine it first, but. Do you want to roll the d8 or should I?
I rolled a 1, so.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Um.
Alright, can I just
a little zap.
try and examine the letter and just see if I notice anything?
Yeah, so on the back side of the letter, you do see something that says, from Joseph L. Ron. And on the front, you see a 2, like the letters T-O, and then a big fancy S.
El Toro.
El Toro?
Okay.
Maybe that's her
Toros.
first.
Okay, anyway, I'll go walk towards El Toro and put the thing in my bag.
Okay. Yeah, so you make your way to El Toro's office and you turn in, or like do you want to knock on the door, walk in, or what?
I'll just walk in.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off my helmet though and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Just have the monocle on, try and look slightly less intimidating.
Okay. Um. And so you walk in, and Professor Artura just her first response is, I'm sorry, class is out for the day. If you would like, you could meet me in my office for office hours. And then immediately
You said she's a 10?
she is a 10.
Oh, I'm not a student.
And so as soon as you say that, Himothy goes, it's him, it's him. He's the one who told me. We have to go find out what this is about. And El Tora just goes, oh, it's you. Pardon me. What is your name, sir?
Don't be concerned with that right now, but first, I have something that might belong to you. I need to know what your full name is.
My name is El Tora Rosenthorn.
Would you happen to know someone by the name of Joseph Elrond?
He used to actually be a professor here. Last I heard is when this curse came through, he moved to Haven, and did he open up a bookshop or library or something?
He did. I think this might be to you, and I'll just like hand her the letter.
This bitch about to take 1d8 radiant damage?
She reaches out and grabs it, and she says, I am not this. This seal, this stamp is intended for the headmaster, Scantali.
Oh, cool. Okay, never mind. Let's take it back.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, anyway, he told me the name of who I was supposed to give it to, and I remember they sounded very beautiful, but I couldn't remember their name, so I assumed it must go to you.
Oh, you were too kind to me. I could never. You are so kind. Oh my gosh. Himothy told me we have something we need to look into. We need to investigate. We need to do that now, but afterwards, maybe you could buy me a drink.
That sounds nice. You know, if you ever find yourself in Crossroads, I'm there most of the time. We're trying to build up a city, but we could use someone like you.
Interesting. I wouldn't mind a man of political power.
Yeah.
Oh.
This lady's indie. You're kind of cooking right now.
Let him cook.
I hate to say it.
But she goes, do you need to deliver that to the headmaster first? Or...
I think I probably should. Could you accompany me to his office, and then we can discuss the river?
Absolutely. Let's go. Himothy, come with us, but you're not permitted to enter the headmaster's office. Not until you pass your second year of studies, quizzes, tests. Until you learn.
Also, I'm just kind of like look at Himothy and just be like, it's like mouth that.
Meanwhile, Damien and Bryn talking to college, which is you know I have a climb speed. Did you know that?
So in the atrium.
I had heard that before.
In the atrium,
Did you know my friend here has
they
a climbing
are
speed?
teaching right next to a tree.
You'll climb you like a tree.
Also, they're teaching next to a tree, so you theoretically could walk up halfway up that tree and then hit him with that line.
No, Damien's gonna approach from the back side of the tree, walk up, and then walk back like down, and just like stand.
I feel like
You know.
Damien's the kind of guy that just looks at a wall and he's like, "What is that? V8?"
What?
You don't rock climb.
Never mind.
He doesn't rock climb.
You don't rock climb. He doesn't rock climb.
Okay, it's not rock climb, but neither do
That's
I.
how you. That's how you rate like how hard like a wall is. It's
Mm.
on like a scale like V like something to
I think
something.
like V9 plus or something's the highest. I don't know.
I think so. But anyway.
But yeah, so y'all can flirt with all those co-eds.
Mm.
Good luck. So
Damien needs a win after the pit.
you were given a win. That woman was
No.
a 10.
No, that was not a win.
Okay. I guess Damien doesn't have a very vivid fantasy imagination.
Damien didn't want what came with the woman.
Alrighty.
Both literally and metaphorically.
It's a pretty good one, I won't lie. It's one of those jokes where like I'm like mentally laughing because I'm like, that was pretty smart. But it was delayed onset enough that I can't just go ha 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 ha.
So, you and Ortera or El Tora and Himothy are all walking towards the headmaster's office.
Shouldn't it be La Tora?
She's not Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
Like, should Elise be Lalise? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I just thought it was like
I
a.
don't know.
I thought it was like a title, like El Tora.
Oh no.
The
Her
Tora.
name is just El Tora.
El Tora.
That's pretty funny though.
Anyway.
It's like they say the best part about D&D is misinterpretation.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's the most fun part.
Well, anyway, so are we at the headmaster's office?
Yeah, so y'all are there, at which point El Toro turns to Himothy and says, I need you to wait here while we go up. And he immediately goes, well, fine, let me speak to Hygith real quick. And he immediately pulls out 5 gold and a little bit of dryer lint and hands it to you, because that is quite literally all that he had in his pockets.
I'm gonna let him keep it. I just want you to know that I could do it.
And then he said, if there is one thing I have learned, is that you can never underestimate someone based on appearance. And
That's right.
your intelligence, your stealth, your dexterity is clearly something I underestimated, and I apologize. And he goes and
Thank
he
you.
waits outside as you and El Toro make your way into the office. So as y'all walk up, it is quite a large office, filled with the basically filled with stuffed magical animals. So you've got owl bears.
Oh yeah. As we get to the door, though, I'm just gonna kind of like reach for the handle at the same time as her, and just like.
Okay, your hand grazes hers. It lands on top of hers, and she immediately blushes, and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get this for you." And she opens the door for you, and you both walk in. But as you walk in, the office is a massive library, and in which, in between each of the bookshelves, there is a trophy. A stuffed trophy of these magnificent beasts that you can only assume that the headmaster has slain in their journeys. You see owlbears, you see werebears, you see even the head of a red dragon. This is clearly someone not to be trifled with.
El Tora, is there any way I could get the my other 2 party members into the college to discuss this with us?
Do you know where they are?
They should be in the atrium right now.
Okay. I believe we can do this. And she walks over to a brazier on the wall. And she mutters a spell to it, and upon which a dimension door pops up. And that door is right next to the 2 party members in the atrium, and they can choose whether or not they want to walk through it.
How rizzed are these co-eds looking for Damien and Bryn? How's it going?
Let's roll a
Persuasion?
D100.
So the only pickup like
I would
move that Bryn does is he walks up to people, turns around, and like waits for them to try to engage with him, and then he turns around really quickly, and you just hear a whoosh.
That's good. That's good.
I would say if you were to put it on a percentage scale of if you were trying to take one home with you, you would have a 98% chance of success.
Oh wow, that's even
That is
better
a
than
fantastic roll. You were very
Real life
wrong.
chaps.
That's so crazy because like that's a 1 in 100 thing. I rolled a 97.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll a D100. Is it any different? Because I mean, Damien is like a very handsome Dhampir man. I'm like a pretty ugly little bird.
If you're above 80, subtract 10.
I'm not above 80,
No.
but I'm like a 4.
So I'm saying if you roll above a 80, subtract 10.
So the highest you can get is a 90.
Okay. D100. So that's a 75.
That's still not bad. There's a 75% chance you take one home if you wanted to.
3/4 chance?
Consensually.
I guess I'm not gonna go for it though. I mean,
Consensually, I want to add.
Yes.
But yeah, so this door immediately pops up. What would the two of you like to do?
Can we see through the door?
Not exactly. It is. You recognize that it is a dimension door spell. But it is cloudy, like a white cloud. Basically, is what it looks like you're walking into.
Listen, Bryn, I don't mean to draw your attention, but a dimension door opened up next to us. And I may be white, but I ain't that white. We don't know where that thing leads, and personally, I think I'm getting pretty close with our female friends over here.
Can they like hear through the door?
So, Pale boys are in.
I would say regular non-magical stuff, no. But if you have like sending or whatever, or communicate just telepathically, then yeah.
None of us.
But
My fighter does not have sending.
nope.
Can I just ask Eltor, could I go through and grab them? Or will the door shut behind me?
it'll be open for about another 45 seconds.
I'm just gonna stick my head through and just be like, guys, come on.
We'll see you later, mateys.
You know, we're very busy with important stuff.
Yes,
So, like,
we're busy saving the world. You know.
catch you on the flip, babes, and we slide in a dimension door.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Damien just like holds out a hand for like a low five from.
Yeah. And then when they get in, I'll just be like, Damien, Bryn, this is the lovely, lovely Eltora. And I just kind of like, just put my hand gently on her back.
Bryn licks the pad of his thumb, runs it across his bird eyebrows, and is then like, "Hello, lovely." And then he sees how he gets arm around her, and he goes, "Oh, all right. Well, you guys do threesomes?"
Oh my god.
I think you should personally.
I don't
Yeah,
say that.
Dylan wants to watch.
Wouldn't be the first time Damien's been invited to watch.
Wait, so did you say that?
I did not say that. I said the first part. And it stopped after
El Tora
Damien
is
just-
visibly
Wait, they-
flustered, and she's blushing like heck. And she goes, "It's a pleasure to meet you all. We're here. We're about to meet the headmaster. We're about to meet Headmaster Scott Lee. Please
That's what the S was for.
Yes, it was.
I don't know why that was funny, but it was.
We're pretty smart guys, in case you couldn't tell. So don't go trying to fool us or nothing, because we'll see right through it.
I feel is the Rocket Raccoon of the group.
And so, oh shoot. So,
Sure.
He don't know talking good like me and you.
No.
alrighty. What do I want you to roll for this? Let's roll perception. Except, Damien and Bryn have disadvantage. They
Disadvantage?
have disadvantage.
Is it a perception
It
check?
is a perception check.
Okay.
That's a nat
Damn.
20.
That's a
And I have
nat
the
one.
I
with
had a +8
disadvantage.
with the monocle. I have a +10, so I literally just got a 30.
I got a nat 1.
I got a
With-
16.
My
I
first
notice
roll was a dirty
everything.
20.
So 16 and a 30.
30.
Clearly pass. The nat 1 does not. And so
I feel like at this point, I don't know, man.
um,
I see everything.
I was about to say, so Hygith, your eyes, simply put, get big. Okay? Whether it's out of lust, admiration, whatever, I will let you decide. Bryn, with your 16, you don't necessarily know what it is that he sees, but you know something's coming up behind you. Damien, she scantily knows that you don't know that she's coming up behind you. And so she slithers on up and rests her arm on your inside shoulder closest towards Bryn and comes around to your side facing the four of you and says,
Slither?
yes,
She is Snaple?
she is.
Oh
a
yeah,
Yuan-ti.
these are the
Oh.
snitties he meant.
The Yuan T.
Yes. And she says, I've been watching you since you entered town. I was wondering when you would bring me my package. And in front of you lies an 11 out of 10, with quite possibly the largest snitties you've ever seen.
Did you make a habit of eating birds?
God, we've been on fire this session. This has
It's a
been
solid session for the show.
one after the other.
Trust me, sweetheart. Trust me. The only eating I do will have you coming back for seconds and thirds.
Oh, I could die.
Yes, I did in fact bring you your package, and I also brought a letter for you, Karamia.
And she looks you up and down and says, unfortunately, I'm not certain you could handle me. And then she points around the entire room and says, this owlbear couldn't handle me, that Pegasus couldn't handle me, that dragon couldn't handle me. While those were in
Did
combat...
she kill all of these creatures by sleeping with
No.
them?
I was like, while those may have been feats of combat, are you certain you are up for the challenge? And she walks around and she goes, Kinku, we don't get many of your kind around here, and it is always a pleasure to have such an oddity in such close quarters to myself. I do hope I get to spend more time with you. But then she goes, but you, Hygith, I saw you try to open my package. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I'm completely honest. I just wanted to look at the bottom and see if there was like a name listed, because I didn't know who to take it to.
Then she looks you up and down and says, I see you were fumbling around with your hands. You have big fingers. I'm sure Altera will be quite happy. And then she says,
Well, that is my goal.
But if you do not mind, and of course Altera is blushing even more than ever before. But she's like, if you don't mind, I would appreciate you handing me my package.
Glad we've all refrained from making any other jokes about packages the 2 times she said it.
Yeah.
We're better than that. We don't go for the low hanging fruit. Sometimes, on occasion.
I'd give her my low hanging fruit.
I'ma just
That was a good one. That was a good one.
El Tora and wait, what was her name again?
Her name is Scantley. Scott.
Do either of you know Dwarvish?
Yes, I do.
No, not you. I was talking to the 2 ladies.
Oh, okay. Well, throw me then, I guess.
The headmaster looks at you and says, you are fortunate enough to be in the presence of 2 of the brightest minds on the entire continent. There are very few languages that we do not understand. Is there something you have that you would like us to translate?
I have a language that you do not understand. No.
No, I was just curious.
Oh, well, absolutely.
I grew up speaking Dwarvish, and I always admire people that know it. No, I was gonna look at the other 2 guys in Dwarvish and just be like, one of you 2 better tap that. but anyway.
Yeah, you lost.
I asked because I didn't want to say that in front of El Toro, you know.
That's fair.
If only we had Celestial.
Hey, they might speak that too. These are some well-educated women, and that's the hottest part.
It really is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But so she again asks for the letter.
Hey, she may be a 10, but I like her for her personality.
Her left one and her right one.
The snitties, yeah, the snitties are just the icing on the cake.
God. Oh man.
So will you please hand me my parcel?
Yeah, I already handed it to her.
Oh, I missed that. She looks down, like, oh.
Oh, also, since I rolled a 30, is there like anything in the room that I noticed?
Yes.
Of like note?
What kind of note?
I don't know, man. Just like, did you have anything written down for the room?
No.
That we hadn't looked yet? Okay.
I'm making a lot of this up as we're going.
Okay, yeah, that's
Welcome
fine.
to DMA.
But if you do want to notice something, I promise you that whichever one takes your advice that you didn't give them in Dwarvish will be in for a good time.
Ooh.
Let's just say
It's just that scene from Ace Ventura. Just.
But so she goes and she takes it, and she says, it was Joseph Elron who sent this, correct?
Yes.
And
That's right, Damien, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
He's the one who was given the package in the first place.
oh, okay.
Can you word that a little differently, friend? Just based off of recent events, I really.
Past trauma.
Yeah. I don't appreciate.
And she just looks at Damien and says,
that.
"You poor thing. Perhaps I could find a way to alleviate your ailments. But in the meantime," she holds the parcel up, and then she moves her hands, but it stays right where it is, and she whispers a command phrase. And that phrase, she says it in front of everyone, but she just says, "Nevermore is always less." And
Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
is always less.
See, now we sound smart. We sound like we know about literature.
Yeah.
We don't. We don't.
But
All of our characters are some big old dummies.
We're all so stupid.
but as soon as she opens it, she goes and she reads
You're
it in front of
enough.
you. but she says, "This is just what I was expecting from him. Have you three are adventurers, correct?"
I've done a little bit of adventuring here and there in my time. What's it for you?
What's it to me? You speak mighty confident to someone as a guest in someone else's house. But how much do you know of the World Tree?
The World Tree. How much would I know about the World Tree? Is that a roll?
We know that it's recently resprouted.
Indeed, but no one's...
We also know that they're having a large event there in celebration. And I get the feeling people don't really know why.
Then
back.
you know almost as much as anyone, but apparently Master Elrond has reason for us to go there. So everyone knows of the World Tree, but until just a few moons ago, no one had seen it in a near millennia. We know not why it disappeared, nor why it just reappeared. We simply know records indicate that it contained extraordinary power. And now, well, now we simply must know. Please, take one of our scholars with you, and please let us all discover what secrets the tree may hold. We have a series of samples we would like you to take as you're approaching the center of the tree. And if you could take those samples and bring them back with our scholar in tow, we will reward you greatly.
Altora, I would be honored if you could come with us.
And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. It's just I've got to teach the students. If you give me
Well, I admire your passion for
I
teaching.
was gonna say,
Some things are more important.
give me a persuasion."
It's a 16.
I like setting my DCs at 15, so that still passes. At that moment, Scantily slithers up and says, "Fret not. This is of the utmost importance. I will cover your classes. You help collect the information that will be vital in uncovering the truth about the tree's resurgence." So yeah.
Altora, if you want to collect your things, we have an errand we need to run, and we can meet you back in the town center in a few hours. Or days.
Probably
I don't
days.
Okay.
If you're doing what I think you're doing, probably days.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Of course, I'll get my lessons plans ready. I'll get them headed. I'll get them to the headmaster, and I'll be ready to go. I'll be ready to go. I promise." And so yeah, so she heads off to go begin getting packed and everything. And the headmaster says, I appreciate you taking on this quest for us. I know I said I will reward you greatly. Have you been to the Wizard's Quizzard in town?
We have.
Oh,
Yes, we have.
that's fantastic.
That's where I got this monocle.
I thought I recognized that. It looks rather dashing on you. Along with all the other items that I see you all wearing, a couple of those are my own inventions. I am very honored to see you all wear them. I have one invention that I will give to your party if you are able to return with the evidence, or with the with the information gathered that I'm asking for. I have this ring of vitality. He may have mentioned it at the store, but I have perfected it, and it will increase your constitution to 19 when you attune to this ring. Along with, of course, a hefty gold sum. So again, I appreciate all of you doing this for me. But
Yeah.
I must get back to my duties, especially as I'm about to take on even more coming forward. In order for you to come and go as you please, why don't you come over here first? And who wants to go first?
I do. I want to go first.
Okay. I would like to remind you, you volunteered to go first in the Coliseum. I didn't pick who went first.
Wait, what?
I'm saying I didn't pick who went first. You picked who went first.
This sounds
Wait, the Coliseum? I thought we were just going to have fun times.
Oh, I mean it is. But so she pulls you over and says, "Now this may be slightly uncomfortable, and so as such, I hope you don't mind that I tie you down."
I'm sorry, what?
And so she
No, don't have to ask me twice.
she uses the
He's a freak,
is it
Brett.
like the create vines? Is that the spell?
Freak in the sheets.
Entangle.
She casts entangle.
I'm into some freaky shit too, but this is.
And exactly. Damien is then stuck, and she comes up and she pulls up your sleeve if you're wearing one, and
Yeah, yes.
she reaches into the fire and she pulls out a brand.
I'm sorry. Wait. Listen, I'm not into these.
And the brand, when she pulls it up to you, you recognize that it is the mark of the college. It is the same thing that Milton had. And so she casts a spell on it to infuse it with a radiant light, but also not to deal damage. And she holds it to your skin for just a quick second and takes it off. And you have been now granted the mark of the college, and you are now granted free admittance to and from as you wish. So who's going second?
Not it.
Let's get this over with. And I can entangle myself, I'll have you know, and I cast the entanglement spell on myself.
And you can see she almost, like, she has to retain herself. She is so visibly excited. This is something that no man has ever done in front of her before. And she says, you are special. I was watching you speak to the Coeds. Leave those to Damien.
Oh yeah, my mom always said I was a special boy. Would you like to be my mom? No, I'll say that.
And then she pulls
No,
out,
you do say that.
Baby. Depends on her response to it.
You may only call me mommy if you first call me Dommy.
Damn.
And she brands you on your arm in the same spot.
So weird.
I know.
These last two sessions have taken an entirely different vibe.
I
from the
feel
first
like this isn't as bad as the last one, though. This one.
No.
Yeah, this one
No,
is,
it
everyone is
isn't.
excited and willing.
And then of course
So you play D&D like a lot, right? Yeah. So what do you guys do during the D&D session? Well, you see,
we flirted with a woman with big snitties.
and then get branded
she
while
brands
being
us.
tied down.
She
I mean, you gotta suspend your disbelief. I know it's Steven talking, but I have to imagine the snitties.
I close my eyes and it's all
I was about to
okay. I can imagine the snitties. We're getting made with snitties on it.
honestly, I'm okay. Honestly, what's her name? Basically, if you're looking for someone to envision, I gotta remember her name real quick.
Steven. Listen, we don't have to go this far with
Yeah,
it.
you do. Is it gonna tell me her name? That's a shame. Look up the snake woman from Reincarnated as a Slime. and that's who you should imagine you talking to. I cannot remember her name.
What was El Toro, by the way?
As far as race,
Yeah.
Albus was the
Albus, you're right. Thank you.
She's pretty bad.
I can see that. See, I thought you were gonna go with that one character.
Like Monster
from-
Musume or whatever, the snake
No,
one.
that's
no,
fine.
not the Lamia. No, I thought you were gonna go with the character from.
Why does it feel like something's poking me? Oh,
That horror game.
Yes,
because
that
it
one.
is.
That's actually something is.
Oh, what? I even started watching that show. What is that?
That's
not-
What show is that?
it's the one with.
It's
It
got
starts
Aqua.
with an M.
Aqua's the goddess.
It starts with an M.
Yeah, I can't.
Is it Megamon?
Megamine is one of the characters. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah. Anyway, we should keep
yeah.
going.
So then you get your brand.
Konosuba.
Thank you.
Yeah, good show.
Was there like a magic thing, or is it literally just the brand?
She infused the brand with magic as she put it on you, and so that's why it did no damage. But it is
Okay.
It does have a magical effect that lets you pass through.
I'm just gonna like walk up and just put my arm out.
Okay. You walk through no issues whatsoever. Or is that what you're trying to do? Or
Yeah, no, just not. I'm not trying to get tied down like that.
oh, yeah. She goes, oh, more of a free spirit. Well, listen, I believe you can take the pain. I will not force you to be restrained. And then she brands you in the same spot as the rest. And she says, now be on your way. You mentioned a goal or a task that you had to complete. I wish you the best, and I pray that you do it expeditiously.
We will try.
All right.
You will try. Sorry.
You will
Do you guys just
try.
want to go back to the river?
Yeah, let's go follow the Blood Creek and see
And
where she
we should
leads.
probably take a long rest though.
I mean, we didn't really.
I haven't
Or did we
done-
take a long rest on the
You
road?
did.
We did. Because remember.
Okay,
we
yeah,
took
no,
shifts.
we're fine. We're fine then.
Yeah, I was about to say we haven't really done anything that required the
No,
use of
this
a
has
long
just
rest,
been roleplay today. I feel it.
which has been great. I think it's been.
Does anyone remember the password for the little Blood Creek thing?
Steven, do we remember the
I don't remember a password for the Blood Creek thing.
Oh, I thought it was like silence my brother or something.
God.
Good. Thing is, you got everyone. You got me with it too. So I mean, it is what it is.
So
Yeah. Blood for the Blood Creek.
No, like I'm gonna be honest, I actually thought there was a password though. Like I'm not even
So did I.
joking.
let me
I knew it wasn't silence my brother, but I thought there was something.
let me check. I don't think there is.
Okay, cool.
And my notes are not loading. Love that. There they go.
So is it at that little mark to the northwest of a
Yep.
college?
That is.
How did we pass that on the way to the pit?
You didn't.
No, but that's where it's at. That's where the.
Oh, well, that one guy
the
did give
creek
us bad directions, so maybe we
Yeah.
took a loop up there, closer to it. Anyway, I guess we can just get going.
Or you didn't.
We didn't what? Oh, or we didn't. Maybe the Blood
Yeah.
Creek has nothing to do with it. But I feel like that would be metagaming, so we should just go
Yeah.
explore the creek.
We're gonna go explore the Blood Creek now.
It's a curious sight, regardless. So
Okay.
Do you think we should take El Toro with us since she wanted to like explore? Or I mean, obviously, if this is
Well, you
the
said give her
if this
a
is
couple days.
the shadow thing, yeah. But I mean, if this is the shadow thing, we wouldn't want her to be there. But I mean, if it's just like completely separate,
if it'll help you, Bagger Man, I'm up for anything.
This is completely separate than the Ethereal Court.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Are you gonna let us metagame or?
I really don't care. Like,
Great. I say we go straight for the ethereal court. No, we'll say that we stumble upon it.
I was gonna say
while
because y'all
following.
never spoke to Elteria and Himothy about the creek.
Okay.
So y'all didn't get any.
I guess we can just go talk to him about the
so y'all
creek or
didn't
whatever.
get any additional information.
No.
So y'all could either wait for that. Because right now, I mean, the only thing y'all could do is like trace the creek. There's no other information readily available to y'all about it.
Tell you what. It's 9 o'clock. Do we want to take our 15 minute? Or it's
I
about
was
9
about to
o'clock. Do we
mention
want
that.
to take our 15 minute?
I was about to
I say we
Right,
just
yeah,
go
bro.
till 45.
Well,
Low-key.
we also want. time
Yeah, we're
to
doing the art
showcase
showcase, right?
the art.
Well, I don't have it prepared
yeah.
today.
Oh, well.
That's why I said
I mean,
going
that-
forward, I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That does make.
Would you guys be down to just go to 45?
I'm cool with that.
I'm okay.
I
with
plan
that
on
too.
showering after stream, so it'll give me more time for my hair to dry.
Yep. Alright. So, with that, y'all walk out to the front of the college. What would y'all like to do from there? Would y'all like to head towards the stream, or would y'all like to go and try to find the actual sanctuary?
What do you guys think?
The gamer in me wants to go towards the street because it's another thing, but the D&D in me wants to go straight to the the sanctuary.
I'm in a similar conflict myself.
If the gamer wants to go
'Cause
there,
I really-
go where the gamer wants to go.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the
I say we check it
club
out.
thing then.
Yeah.
I'll go and grab El Tora or El Tierra or whatever her name is. Just be like, yo, we're gonna go explore the creek.
Okay. So you go and grab her, and she meets you out back at the gates to the south of town. And she goes, so Himothy was telling me a little bit about this. Can y'all show me where this actually was?
Yeah, it was just a little south towards the pit.
Okay, great. So just along this road. All right. Let's go find it. I'm extremely curious. I believe Himothy mentioned to you there are several creeks that run around here, but one that's tainted with blood enough so to turn it to blood. That is something that needs to be studied for sure.
Alright, cool. Well, should we just go to the wagon and then go towards the creek?
Are you asking your party, or are you telling me?
No, just out of character.
I mean, that all makes sense. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the party agrees, absolutely.
Yeah. And then once we're on the wagon, I'll just be like, so have you ever seen anything like this horse here?
I can say from the bottom of my heart that this is truly a first for me. Can you tell me about this horse?
Well, we've called it the Hizzard. Wait, was that its name or?
That's what it.
It's a Hizzard. It's a Lorse. It varies on the day.
So that's not
It's a
its,
Hizzard
that's
or
not
a
its
horse.
name. That's
It has
its
a little
race.
light that comes out of its mouth. It's kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
We found it off of a bandit party that we were hired to convince to leave town.
Oh,
We killed them. We
persuasive
killed
of
them.
you.
It was pretty fun.
how persuasive your blades must have been. Because this is a truly remarkable being. Thank you for exposing me to such.
We also have this koala bear, and then it's just
And
a
then
bit.
a koala? I've only read of these. I can't believe you actually have one.
Yeah, I don't think he looks quite like a normal koala, but I that's what we were told he is. So
Oh, well, trust me, this is exquisite. This is an extraordinary being. I hope you truly understand. This is, if I recognize it correctly, this is of the Nibbin variety. Is that correct? The Nibin. I apologize.
It is. It is.
We tend to call
yes.
them Nibin for the sake of cultural
Yeah.
sensitivity.
We've also heard it can grow into some incredible things, but we're not really sure what it's capable of yet.
Oh, absolutely. Have y'all not read the books?
No.
When we get back to the college, I must find the books for you so you may read them. The Nibin, the full-grown Nibin is a ferocious being, and if you're able to have one tamed, oh my goodness, your party must be extraordinary.
Oh, did you say she was an elf, by the way? Or what did you say she was?
Yeah, she's an elf. She's a half elf.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I didn't say anything, but that fits.
Yeah. Also, are we like on the road to
Yes.
the creek?
Basically,
On
Okay.
the road again.
y'all are basically there at this point.
I'm gonna just do the.
While we're on the way, can I try and attune to
While
my
we're going.
ring?
Yeah, it's not quite a long rest, but I'll give it to you. All of your items that need attunement, you may attune to them now.
Nice.
Great. What Davis? What's the check for attunement? Or is
I
it
don't
just
think there's
you do it?
yeah, there's not really a check for it anymore.
You may attune to it. That is your check.
Yay!
Alrighty. And so with that, you all get there. You get out of the cart and you make your way towards the creek, and she immediately goes there and starts investigating it. And as she's looking at it, she goes, "This is almost as bad as I had feared. This is most certainly blood. This is most certainly extraordinary amounts of blood. But it's also been affected magically. It's been altered. It's been tainted. I wasn't certain."
Do you think it could have been someone from the college? Because if so, I blame Martin.
He does seem like
You
a
know
very
he
unpleasant
grows his
totem.
beard with illusion magic.
No. How could you out him?
Oh, even after he got you into the college. What a shame. Oh, she goes, yes. He is only able to fool the students with that trick. But no, he means well. He can hold a grudge. He thinks he's better than he is. But he means well. We don't believe this to be him. What I am
Okay.
what I am worried of, what I am truly worried of, is I need to tell you something. I need to tell you all a little story. We'd been looking for signs of it, and this may be the greatest sign we have yet. But a few years ago, there was an extraordinarily promising mage named Theobald. And Theobald was one of the most exceptional students to ever make their way to the college. But he had a desire for the dark arts. He had a desire for both necromancy and cursed magic, and as such, he was cast out of the college by the headmaster, and he did not go quietly. He swore up and down that he would destroy the college, that he would ruin its reputation, that he would prevent anyone from ever coming here again. And just a few short fortnights after he left, the
Fortnite.
10 days, whatever is easier. The fog, the cursed fog, appeared surrounding the entire college. We thought We thought it was him, of course, but we had no way to prove it, and we certainly had no way to find him. This stream, this creek, reeks of his cursed magic. I don't know if I am hopeful, grateful, or fearful of what we may find, or whether we find him at the end of this creek, or the head of this creek. But if we do, we may ultimately find the cure to lifting the fog, lifting the mist around the college.
So do y'all have any idea where this, disgruntled former student ran off to once you all kicked him out and he did all this?
This was not nigh a decade ago. The only thing we know is that he headed east. As soon as we lost sight of him into the woods, we never regained sight. Whether he was masking his presence via the arcane, or just with skills he picked up as a working in the field, working in the forest growing up, we don't know. But we have been completely unable to find him via any means at our disposal for the past decade.
So, forgive me, I'm pretty new to this land. He's a necromancer, right? So, he has nothing to do with this ghoul gallows place I've seen on the map. That place sounds kind of necromantic.
To our knowledge, no. Ghoul Gallows was... It was ultimately turned approximately a century ago. It has nothing to do with him. We suppose he could have backtracked and gone there, but our last heading showed him going east.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, at some point we'll likely end up east, and if we run into the guy, you better hope he can get off some of his nerdy magic before we get up to him and bust his kneecaps, because once we're in striking range, bro, it's bat. Raps for that guy.
There's one after the other. It's crazy.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything like it before.
All right. And she just goes, we have been living with this curse for, of course, almost a decade, but I do hope you do find your paths cross, and you do what it takes to help the people of the college out.
Can I ask you, do you think it'd be better for the college if we focus on this first, or would you rather us focus on the world tree?
Better for the college would be encouraging people to come back and rejuvenating the life that was lost from it. More important for the college would probably be getting the samples taken from around the world tree and bringing them back. Whether you want to decide better is more important or more valuable is more important, that is entirely up to you. I know the headmaster requested it, but I know she made it seem urgent, but I am not aware of a timeline that she put on this.
Interesting.
So,
Well, okay, just table talk. Yeah, I say we just go to the ethereal court, unless you guys want to
Yeah.
try and, I don't know,
I'm down.
trace the river or something.
I'm down with just going to the ethereal court.
okay.
Thor, can I ask? We have some business, and I know this is gonna sound bad, but you have to trust me. It's not. We're searching for the ethereal court, and we heard they might have an entrance near the college.
That is not very well known knowledge. How did you come across that?
It's a long story, but I could tell you on the road to the world tree, but right now, do you have any idea where that might be?
I have I have a relatively rough idea. You can tell me about it on the way, and I will take you there. But I am most certainly curious. I am most certainly curious about what you have to say. So please make this trip worth my while. You don't have to roleplay what you tell her if you don't want.
Yeah, no, I was just saying I would talk about it on the way to the World Tree. If
She was ready to take you to the ethereal court now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, do I need to role play, or do you just want me to like roll to see if she hates me now? Since we're doing the
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
But if with what you've all been through, what you've already done and promised to do for the college, she's willing to overlook a couple things for certain.
Yeah.
And so she she leads you there, and let's see, it's 9:14, so we got 30 minutes. We're going to actually do Dylan.
Yay.
Give me a D100.
A D100. Oh, that is it. 8.
Wow. So, as you cross the river heading towards... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Let me look at the map again before I say anything. You don't have to cross the river. As you enter the fog again, and you're making your way west of the college towards the ethereal court, the ground immediately starts to shake, and it shakes viciously for about 4 seconds before, as quick as it came, it leaves.
My bad.
Jose. Sorry, that definitely was not me.
El Tora just goes, and Omen, they know we are approaching.
Who knows we are approaching?
The ethereal
also,
court, you
We're but I was just
buffoon.
about to say we're definitely like, I get the vibe that we're not supposed to bring outside people to the ethereal court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
also
don't
get
think we're
that
super
vibe.
high on that. All right, kill Altora. No.
No, Altora, for your protection, I think maybe I should part ways with you, and you can take one of our horses. We have like 5 with us, I'm pretty
He's
sure
got a
at
bunch
the
of
moment.
horses.
You know, we have like 7.
He's
Yeah.
got a Hizzer
You
and
can-
a
You can
Lors
just
and
have
like
one. It's yours.
3 horses.
Yeah, you can take one of the horses, and we'll I'll meet you back at the college before we go to the World Tree.
Okay, so you will pick me up before we take off towards the World Tree.
Yes.
Okay, I expect.
I don't know.
I-
I don't know how long this will be, but I promise I'll send word if something happens.
We will see you. I will see you in a few days. And she goes, before I part, you should be able to head due north, and you will come across the gates to the sanctum.
Man, they really aren't good at keeping things hidden if just a random person knows.
But anyway, so do y'all continue heading north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, when you walk up there, it's off the beaten path. So your cart can't go any further. But if you choose to go on horseback, it is terrain that your horses can go on, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys hear this, but I have walk speed of 45 feet and also a climb speed. So I'm going to go on foot.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot you had a climb speed. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, that's news to me. I'm gonna get a horse.
I also think I do now think that we should also get merch that says I have a climb speed.
Damien has a climb speed.
Yeah, that's our version of wait, I have dark vision. No, it's wait, I have a climbing speed.
Yeah.
Do any of y'all have dark vision?
Nope.
Yeah, dude, you literally just gave me an
I was
item.
about to say, but do the rest of you?
Oh yeah. Also,
I do.
can I? Do you want me to roll for like if I could have attached the thing
Oh yeah, what did I tell you? It was like DC
to the helmet,
7.
so it's like fixed to it? I don't know,
That's
man.
why you want to take a long rest. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, sir.
You wanted to rig up your sick Usopp goggles.
God, Usopp.
I'll just. Or what do you want me to roll?
Survival.
Oh, survival. Okay. Got a 12.
Okay, it beats it.
Cool. So now I just got like a thing on the
Yeah,
helmet.
you can just casually flip up or down whenever you want. But yeah, so as you get closer to the doors, it really appears to be just a magical black mist gate, basically. And so the reason that no one can find it when those who don't need to find it are looking for it, basically, is that it quite literally dissolves into darkness, and that you cannot find it without emission, without emission from the ethereal core. But as you approach, the gates open, and behind it leads into a cave. As you walk in, the gates close behind you, and then they seemingly completely disappear. You walk down what you can only assume to be about 3 stories worth of flights, and you find yourself in just a massive sanctuary. As far as it is quite literally filled with pews, with an altar at the front, a pulpit. It looks like this is where people gather in masses for, be it sermons, be it just communion, be it whatever. This looks like where most of the holy communications happen. And sitting on the very back pew is Theria Drip. And she simply says, I expected faster.
In my defense, I did tell them that we needed to go ahead and get this way.
We've been very busy.
Oh, I know. I have eyes and ears quite literally everywhere.
That's
Damien is a victim.
Yeah, you saw that, right? It was horrible. Can't believe that. That dude thought he. Bad scene.
Men are pigs.
Unfortunately, that was clearly a miscommunication. It was an offering to join, not a force, not a forceful.
That's victim blaming right there. That's victim blaming.
See, if
you
you
suffer
there. Under PTSD, I would understand why your recollection might be incorrect. But as someone who is numb to pain, my eyes and ears do not lie to me. But regardless,
I feel like that. And real quick, Davis, you watch It's Always Sunny, right?
Yes, I think I've only gotten up to like season 7.
I watched
You know
It's Always Sunny.
the scene where it's like it's the implications.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite jokes on the show, man.
The implication.
That was the entirety of that interaction between him between Damien
feel like he was trying to prevent you from leaving, and but thing is, what's the implication going to be? You've already beaten his ass once.
with 1
You
HP.
have to run that back.
He 1 HP and he hadn't had a long rest. So, oh wait, no, never mind. He did have
Because
the
if you walk out of the pit, you get healed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't gain
But you
class
don't get all of your
actions and
stuff
spell
back.
slots or anything back. You just
Oh
physically.
yeah, and that guy doesn't have any resources or anything. Yeah, no, that would have been a horrible round two. He wouldn't beat your ass.
You wouldn't- no healing?
Yeah, no chance then.
But she goes, but I did not instill a time limit. I did not force you to rush. I did not even ask you to rush. I just expected you to. But regardless, you have finished your third mission. I welcome you to the Ethereal Court, and I grant you the title of brother.
One might even say that we are a brotherhood.
We are a court,
A dark.
a dark
Brotherhood.
court that glows ethereally.
It's actually quite bright, you know. It's not dark at all.
Gosh. If you would
Steven, we're just busting
please
your chops.
follow me. If you would please.
With busted chops, and you might end up packing a similar situation to the one we've just been discussing.
Yeah, something will be busted. Now, if you would please follow me, we have two things we must take care of.
If I get branded for a second time today, I'm going to lose it.
No. The only mark that we wear is with our tongue when we speak to each other. And, the chosen of Nerul will bear a mark, but there's not been a chosen in the past 5 years, and I doubt we will find a chosen today. But if you could please follow me, we will grant you all one piece of armor, and you may take your first quest as members, as brothers of the Ethereal Court.
Hooray!
Yay!
Dang.
Ooh.
I have one rule though.
Okay.
I won't torture any. As much as I've talked about it, I'm on a strict no torture diet.
That's fair.
I gotta kick the habit.
That's fair. I respect that.
You're like, I'm not going to torture anyone. Hey, can you torture this guy? Well, you convinced me.
I'll make an exception. This guy seems really bad. No torturing anybody.
So, basically, when you walk into the room, she says, we have a variety of objects that you may tailor to your individual needs. And basically what these items do is, once per short rest, while wearing this item, after you kill an enemy, you turn invisible, and your next attack will be made as a sneak attack.
That's sick.
Does it level with us?
In the sense of levels 5 through 10, you get plus 2d6, and after that, I'll give you 3 or 46 maybe. But yeah, not specifically as if you were rogues and however much that goes up. But we have a cloak, we have a ring, and we have a pair of bracers, all of which have identical effects. But I understand that not.
Wait, what was the
a
first thing?
cloak,
Cloak, ring,
a
and
ring, and bracers.
what the
Personally,
effect's
I
just the
wouldn't mind
turning
taking
invisible
the
thing.
ring.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the bracers. I've already got some jewelry.
Alright, so Hygeth, you get
Well,
the cloak.
If you want the
I don't know
bracers,
if,
I'll go with the cloak.
I
I
mean,
just feel
yeah,
like
I just don't know
ring
if the bracers
currently-
really fit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say rings.
You already
currently
have a
fit.
cloak though, don't? Or you have a you wear cloaks, don't you?
Yeah, so I could just replace it with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was saying like Damien does too.
Yeah.
We could all three
Yeah.
be cloak buddies.
Yeah, I can just take the
but
bracers.
If you don't like cloak, then yeah, bracers are yours.
Oh wait, is there
I'll
only?
take-
Yeah.
I'm dripping out in the cloak now.
Cool. Just because I don't want to have to like
Damien's
have the
rocking
cloak over.
ring, bro.
I already have like an armor with like a fur cape on it.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
you don't want to add any more to it. I get him.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so you all take that, and while you are on missions, when you complete the kill, the mark of Nerul will glow, and so that's just an important thing. Like when you kill a mark, the mark of Nerul glows on the item that you've been given.
You did say though, I don't like have to pledge my eternal soul to Nerul, right? I was promised
Your eternal soul.
chance to-
Correct. Correct.
Only your limited time only soul.
Yeah. And it's
100 years before the
Also,
mark.
is this gonna affect my my chances to pull women?
the bracers? Absolutely not.
Bitches love bad boys.
I was about to say everyone knows a good pair
Assassins especially.
Mhm.
No, I just meant like the ethereal court in general. You know, I don't want you guys stepping on my game.
What game?
Hey, dude, did you see El Torda?
I'll
Oh yes,
admit,
I saw her. I saw her
feeling
looking
you.
away from you and
I'll
looking
admit
at me.
she's feeling you, Caleb, or Hygith, Roguk. I don't know who Caleb is, but
Seems like a little bit of a jerk sometimes, but you're overall pretty good guy.
he sounds like an equally handsome guy.
Yeah.
You actually make Theria chuckle, and she goes, while the women are not my specialty, I have found that people like it when you have a set of skills that they find mysterious.
Fair enough.
And so she leads you, and she goes, and now this is our keeper of contracts, Braun. Any contract that you seek, you may get it through Braun, and you return to him for your payment. This first contract that he has for you is to kill a woman named Melina in the town of Stone Hollow. If you kill her in front of the priest of Ogma while wearing your ethereal court gear, you will gain an additional 1,000 gold. For while this is an assassination quest or bounty, they also explicitly stated that they want to instill fear. So, here is your first quest. Again, there is no timeline, but the sooner you get this done, the sooner you may take on another one, and you may make more and more money, killing in the name of Nerul. Now,
That's awfully convenient. Stone Hollow's on the way to the World Tree. Or, I mean, it's past the World Tree, so the World Tree's on the way to Stone Hollow.
perfect. And you get to explore the west side of the map.
Whoa!
And she just goes, now, be on your way. The gates will appear before you anytime you need them. When you come back here, they remain hidden from visitors. And remember, we do, in fact, have eyes and ears everywhere. Should you ever need help, just pray to Nerul, and a brother or sister will be dispatched to help you.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she says she has stuff that she has to go take care of, and she disappears into different places of the court. And y'all are left with the chance to explore the little bit that you have access to, or y'all can head out and, I guess, either go back to the college or whatever.
I look up to God and I put my hands together and I say, God, is there anything in here you want me to see before I leave?
Roll perception with advantage.
Hell yeah. First roll is a 25. Second roll is a 26.
What's your weapon type? Like, what do you have?
Quarterstaff.
Do you have a +1?
Yes.
You hear a slight banging on the other side of the sanctuary. And as you choose to approach it, you find a corridor that leads to a room that is just flickering with the light of a flame. As you approach that light, that room, it gets louder and louder, and you realize you are approaching a forge. And you have found the forge master of the court, who looks identical to Braun, and his name is Brian. So they are.
That's slightly confusing, but
They're twins. And he goes, "Oh, the newest recruit. Theria didn't bring you to me. That is peculiar. Are you seeking a weapon?"
Oh, well, I was having a look around, but, you know, I'm always looking to potentially improve my weapons or armor. And I guess I'll show him my quarterstaff to see what he thinks of it, of the craftsmanship.
He says, This is quite impressive. It nearly rivals anything I could make. Did you pay a pretty penny for this?"
Honestly, I got it at a pretty good price, but it definitely was a decent investment.
"I understand. I don't want to force you to replace it by simply giving you a better one. So let me bless you.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try this." And he goes and he starts spinning it and like twirling it. It's clearly a master with the quarterstaff. As frankly, when you look at him, you assume that he is a master of all weapons with simply how much time he spends with them in his hands. And he tosses it straight up, and then it falls right into his quench tank of oil. And as he pulls it out, it has a new glow on it, and it receives +1 to attack rolls on top of what it already does. And then he looks at it and says, "I think I can do a tad bit better."
Yeah, that you can, apparently.
And then he takes it and he says, Let me try this." He goes over and he opens up what looks like a mysterious chest. And he takes out a rotting finger. And then he speaks some words and physically rubs the finger along the entirety of the quarterstaff. And as he does it, the finger disappears into the quarterstaff. And he throws the staff back at you and says, "How does it feel? Do you notice anything different?"
I guess I'll start, doing some, kind of shadow boxing, basically. Just, kind of spinning it around, striking with it. What do I feel while wielding it?
You feel that the finger that has been absorbed into this has now granted your quarterstaff +1, or your +1 quarterstaff, an additional 1d6 necrotic damage.
Hell yeah.
So,
Do you have anything for this?
Yeah, I'd bring my gang in here.
Got the great sword +1.
oh, this looks like a similar work. You must tell me, who is the smith who made these? Or at least, where did you get them from? I would like to pay them a visit.
Haven.
You got them in
I think.
Haven? From the Callans?
Yeah.
They have improved since I last met. This is exquisite work.
They're actually considering expanding to Crossroads.
Are they? Well, perhaps I'll pay them a visit there when they do. That'll be a slightly shorter trek. But let's see. That was my only finger I had. You there? Do you have any additional things you would like me to see if I can improve as well for you?
Me?
Oh, you could also.
Yes, Damien.
Oh.
Well, You see, not, I mean, I have my mole, but if I'm being completely honest, I already end up using it.
Okay. If you don't want me to work
I
on
mean,
it, then
I
I
don't.
will focus on this greatsword exclusively.
He he pulls out his rapier that he's yet to use. He goes, this was my father's, and if it did a little bit more, I would probably use it more in battle.
Okay. Um.
Could I also hand him my hand axes and ask if he can do anything with that? They're just hand axes.
Yeah. So, he takes your hand axe. He takes everything you give him, and he's like, "I don't have enough materials to offer the same bonus that I just did. The same, the same additions to the quarterstaff. But I can dip them all in this oil that will take. That will make it so you have a +1 to attack rolls. So everything already gets a +1 to attack rolls for the rapier, the greatsword, and your hand axes, however many you have.
Yeah.
And then he takes your greatsword and says, "I don't have a finger, but I do have another item that you might enjoy."
Hello? Oh, there we go. I'm back. Sorry, I'm having like a weird lag spike.
Interesting. Well, we're nearing the end anyways, so he goes over to that same chest and he pulls out a hare, as in a rabbit, and then he breaks the leg off the rabbit, and he does the exact same thing up the length of the blade of the greatsword. And as he rubs it in, he's whispering some words, and the rabbit foot, just fades away into the greatsword. And he goes, "Go ahead, strike that training dummy over there. Tell me how you hit it. Tell me how it feels."
Okay. Also, wait, did the oil do anything to the greatsword?
It's a +1 to attack rolls.
Okay. So now I have +2 to attack?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I'll grab it and strike the dummy.
Okay. Roll an attack, and tell me what number you roll, not with your modifiers.
To hit? Oh.
Like no modifiers, just tell me what you roll.
So just roll a raw
Yeah.
d20. $15.
15. That's quite an exquisite roll. So the luck that I just instilled in your blade makes it to where you find the weak spot in the opponent's armor and the enemy's armor, not only when you roll a 20, but also when you roll a lucky number 7. So if you roll a natural 7,
Is a 7 a crit?
7 is a crit.
7 crits on 7 is pretty cool.
That's actually kind of dope.
So a nat 7 and a nat 20 are both now crits with that greatsword +1. And then it was a rapier, right? Dylan?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And he's looking at this and he said, "This is... Is your father still with you?"
No, unfortunately, not.
What do I have that I might be able to give you, that I might be able to instill in this weapon to give you a bit of your father's fighting spirit and make it a weapon that you would use more often?
Is this a question? for
No,
me?
this is what he's saying out loud.
Okay.
You can offer suggestions, but he's saying this out
No,
loud.
no. I just didn't know. I was like, I don't know.
No, he's saying it out loud. And he reaches into the chest and he pulls out a couple sticks of incense. And he rubs the incense along the blade. And as with the same as everything else, he mutters a few words that you can't quite understand, and the incense seems to absorb itself into the blade.
Can I roll to understand them?
You can try, but do you know Celestial?
What?
Dude,
What?
I haven't made up what their words are.
Oh, okay.
So,
Just off the. what would the skill be? I think Arcana or Perception, right?
And I roll to gaslight Damien about what the words say.
yes, you may. It would probably be Arcana.
Welcome. Arcana? Okay, then that's a 22.
Okay.
Sorry. I got a 17 and I have a +5 to Arcana.
Okay.
That's right. Welcome to DMing.
So, as the incense sticks disappear and seem to meld with the blade, he hands the rapier back to you and says, I have nothing that offers the same bonus as the rest of your compatriots' weapons. But this weapon, as long as you are wielding it in one hand with nothing equipped in your other, any attack that you make with it and miss will shroud the opponent in fairy fire. For 10 turns. It is not a concentration spell. They are enshrouded in fairy fire.
Nice.
And you may cast Speak with Dead once per long rest.
Sick. That's
I
awesome.
don't know if that's going to come into play, but
I'll make it come into play.
so
Yeah, Damien. The inscription on the blade says that this blade is a blade of truth and it can only say what's true. And then there's like a colon and it just says your
Okay,
mom
what
is
does it
fat.
say
alright, did y'all document what all your
then?
weapons
What does it
did?
say then, friend?
It just says your mom is fat.
If you're going to hit the king, you better kill the king.
If you're coming at the king,
Oh,
you better
God,
not
my
miss.
lag.
Wait, did you hear that, chaps?
No, I didn't. For some reason, Steam just keeps on like opening up.
Oh,
those
I just
screens.
said like this blade is a blade of truth, and then there's like a colon, and it just says your mom is fat.
No, she isn't. She's dead.
Well, she was. Seemingly. Hey, just don't kill the messenger. That's what the blade says. I can read Celestial.
You know, friend,
I can't speak
I
it though.
still have yet to choke you out for the crap you pulled a few weeks ago. It's gonna
What?
happen.
What are you talking about?
There was something that
Hey, I
Highest said-
saved you at the pit.
You're right.
After the
you're right,
pit.
You're right.
And during.
I'm just
But that
by the way,
Not only
I
did he
rolled
save-
persuasion.
Not only did he save him from the pit, he saved Damien's pit.
Nice. What did you roll persuasion?
Oh, never mind. It was a 7.
roll
So
insight.
it was like a 12 or
Okay.
something.
Oh, well, never mind.
Wait, no, it's a 8. I mean, I only have +1. Sorry. Yeah.
Alrighty, and so with that, there's really nothing left for y'all to do there. So y'all can head on back up the stairs to head out, and that
It is 9:46.
exactly that is 9:46. So I think that is a great place for us to stop.
You know,
Sounds good to me.
I'm normally not a man of faith, but I'm very glad I prayed to God to see what else was in this the base here. It was worth it.
I think it turned out pretty doggone solid. So
Yeah.
It was a really fun session.
Do you guys want to do the outro?
yeah, you want to, Dylan?
Steven starts off.
Alrighty, we want to thank you all for attending another special episode of From the Shadows. Again, I am Steven, your DM,
Sorry, I gotta stretch out.
and the one stretching is about to introduce themselves. Or not.
Dude,
Oh, gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I moved down the wrong slider. This has been From the Shadows, brought to you by The Dice Room. If you'd like to catch up on any of the previous episodes, go on over to our YouTube channel where you can find all of the previous episodes of From the Shadow in a nice little playlist. And once again, we thank you all for joining. Make sure you join our Discord to stay up to date on all the Dice Room news. Go check out the Patreon because there's some cool stuff over there, and there's even a free thing that you guys can do without subscribing. But you probably do want to subscribe because I mean you can add a few personal touches to your Dice Room sessions. Make sure that you always take care of yourselves, drink water, get plenty of sleep, wear your seatbelt, and go check out Oak Launch Games. Without further ado, I think that's just about it for me. We'll see you next week. Same dice time, same dice room.
See you,
Bye-bye,
everybody.
guys.